why I choose this topic is because I'm traveling a lot, which pushes me to take a lot of pictures. But as well as I have a degree in multimedia and web design. I would like to point out that photography is more like a hobby, and I'm not doing it in a professional way. But enough about me, let's hear about you. Is anyone interested or passionate about photography? Wow, it's really nice. Alright then, those of you that are interested, you can approach me in the break and we can share more stories and knowledge. Is it cool? Yeah? Alright. You're probably wondering how to get the best pictures, right? How to have the right exposure and how the pictures to be nice. It's actually very easy. There are three functions: aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. The first one is aperture. What do you think it means, the circles?
Yes.
Oh, I can tell.
Tell me.
That's the how much open that lens ring is with the blade. So in effect, how much light is falling into the lens.
That's very good, right? These are actually the windows, and the darker the window, the more light comes into your camera. And the smaller the window, the less light is getting inside. I can actually show you here the function. It's F4 right now. You can see? This is very easy to find out on your camera. The window. How much is open and how much light will take right now inside. Yes? Alright, the next one is shutter speed. And it represents this button. This one. The longer you press it, the more light will come into your camera. But what happens if you press it shorter? Yes? Can we do this?
It just doesn't make the focus that much.
Yeah, and less light is kind of come inside of your camera, and the pictures is gonna be blurred. Yeah. The next one is ISO. Why do you think I have those numbers here? Why is divided into two?
The price?
It's very funny, but yeah, it's not so cheap. Yes?
Like, I guess it's sort of dividing easily up into the lower ones. The lower ISO values are good for an exposure with sunlight around it. The other ones, or above 400 and above, is more for whatever that is supposed to mean.
Yeah, exactly. If we have it, if our camera shows that the ISO is 100 or 200, it means that we can actually take pictures outside and we don't need to use flash. But for indoors or when we are trying to picture sports events, then we need to have the ISO bigger, which is 400 or 800. Alright. It might not be very clear for you right now, right?
No,
it's a bit complicated. But I have good news for you. You don't really need to know all these things because right now the technology is very advanced. And that's why my next step is going to be to explain the camera. Therefore, these are very good to know if you want to go to the next level. But the reason you have this button here is because it represents the aperture, the shutter speed, and ISO. Would you like to try it?
No, thanks.
No?
No.
Alright. Would you like to try it to see which one? Yeah? What do you think this one represents for sports? Which one do you think is from there?
What do you mean?
We can do a special section for you afterwards. Yeah, for outdoor sports. Very nice, but we can do it actually afterwards. Yeah, we can do a special session for you. Alright, so we have this button here that we can switch it, and we can get the three things. That's why you don't really need to know what. It's for the next level. Moving forward, I'd like to conclude in a very easy way. There are 10 types of photographers. The tourist, the jazz hands, the peekaboo, the thrill ride, the safe shot, the rock concert, the hipster, the risk taker, the okie dokie, and the capsule. I consider myself to be almost a tourist because I'm traveling a lot. And I'm always with my camera like this. I'm always keeping like this. But also because of my height, as I'm not very tall, I'm always trying to be like, capturing more larger environment. But at the last trip I went to Portugal, and there was an accident. There was a lot of police, and of course you're not allowed to take pictures. And I was trying to be the risk taker, and it actually worked. I would like now to hear which one do you consider to be from the 10 types of photographers.
What do you mean, which ones are the best ones, or?
No, it's not right or wrong answer. It's just the way you use your camera.
Okay, just
like,
our personal.
Like keeping like this, which is the tourist type. Above, it's different ways. You can see the heads like this, risk taker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them I think that some of them are really like stupid in doing it.
Yeah, it's alright. Depends on the environments and where you are yourself.
Yeah, but don't you think there's like situations where one of them is like really good and other ones are really just like not applicable at all?
Well, it depends. For example, for the professional one, the safe shot is gonna be the best because you have the support and then you have the safe shot, without the camera to shake, without having the blur image.
What if you don't have a tripod there and you still want to be professional? What do you do then?
Then you can use actually these functions. But probably if you are professional, you already know about them and you know how to use them.
Well,
Which one do you consider yourself? I know that you are very into photography.
well, I'm actually a tourist as well, just
Okay.
because you have the camera like in front of you immediately and then.
Well, that's a big camera.
Yeah. It's actually very safe, right, to keep it here when you travel. It's not so easy for them to steal it from you if you have it here.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Do you like photography?
I like to watch photography, not to take it. I'm really bad. I'm really bad to take pictures. I always take the feet or the head of people. So.
Would you like to improve and take
Yeah,
more pictures? Are you traveling a lot?
Kind of,
Yeah.
but I don't have camera. It's
Alright.
too big.
And when you're traveling, how do you capture your moments? You
I have
see a very nice landscape.
I have a GoPro camera, so I'm taking video and then I'm
Yeah, that's
making a
also
movie.
really nice. Yeah. Alright, that's very good. Other people would like to share the type of photographers that they are? Yes, Mari?
I am like the one that don't want to take any risk. Probably. So I feel like always
same.
in this yes.
Fair enough. Well, I'll conclude and I would like to ask you now what you actually learned today. Mari?
Okay, I didn't know about this aperture of the lens. For me, it's just click. Sorry. And yeah, I knew about the shutter speed because I knew that, especially with digital camera, you can see that the image is focusing more.
Yeah.
So I learned just by doing. And this ISO, yeah, for me is like, I don't know, I didn't know. I mean, I just put in the menu what I want.
Yeah.
But now I know that it has because I saw it, but I didn't realize what it was. So I said, okay, probably something I don't need. But actually I need it.
Alright. Yeah, someone else would like to share what they learned today? Edward?
It was interesting to hear actually at the beginning about the openness and everything, about how actually the light can change the whole picture a little bit, and then it also kind of goes also with shutter speed, how fast you can click it and how blurry it will be. So
Yeah, exactly. That's how I would like to end. Getting the right exposure and the right picture is actually about balancing all these three functions. But of course, it's very important to know your camera, know your settings. If you buy it, you get it with a manual, so it's very good to read it because it has, yeah. Okay, thank you.
thank you. for self-evaluation?
Okay.
Now.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't so prepared and I improvise most of the